didn't give a shit about school. I somehow graduated. Motherfucker drove 10.5 hours just to perform a song with me.
What?
Hey guys, what's up? It's Kashani here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be reviewing Top 10 Hentai.
Hey guys, Daddy Dan here, and welcome to the DaddyDanWorld Podcast. Today I am joined by Kashani. He's my father and the one who gave me my career. No, but he's an awesome friend. I've worked with him a lot, and he's taught me so much. He's an awesome artist, and I love all his songs. And he's also been on this show or podcast before. So welcome back to your second interview. I'm glad you somehow decided to come back.
I mean, I didn't have a reason not to.
Hey. And definitely, I want the goal of this video for everyone to go and listen to his music. I'm going to have everything linked in the description below. Check out his new EP and comment down below what you guys thought. I don't know. Whoever sees this, check him out. He's awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. How's your day going?
It's going lovely. I just got off of work a couple hours ago. Just been chilling, and I got the next 3 days off, so I'm happy.
That's awesome. And is this a new job you have or something you've been working at for a while?
I've only been working there since late July. I work at AutoZone.
Awesome. So. Hell yeah, man. And would you say you're making good money and you're going to put it to good use or what?
Fuck no.
No?
No.
We love it.
No.
We love it. But
make like $8 an hour.
Oh, I live in California, you know, it hurts to hear that. But it's minimum wage here, like 15. I probably.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, gas is also like $6, so.
That's true. Okay.
I don't know. It'd be crazy. But last time, I think we just talked about how young you were and how crazy talented you were at such a young age, and just me being jealous and like, damn, like I'm so untalented and stupid. But now, you know, you're a man. You know, you're 18. I'm sure you're finding yourself more and more. And I wanted to say, like, what has changed in your life since the last time we've talked in that interview, and how's life going? What's going on?
Well, there's definitely been things that have happened. In terms of music, yeah, I've been trying to find my way a lot more. I did slow down a lot, mainly because when I was like in that era back a couple years ago when we did the first interview, I was just cranking out songs. I was just pumping out songs because, I mean, I had all that free time, you know, quarantine and stuff. I didn't give a shit about school. I somehow graduated. I don't know how that happened, but
congrats, yeah.
There is that. Now that I have a job and, you know, I'm going to college and stuff, it's definitely been hard trying to find time for music and stuff. But when I do get inspiration and stuff, I feel that it's a lot more polished, so to speak. I can actually put my thoughts and whatever onto a track without me getting frustrated, being like, oh, you know, this isn't good or anything like that, or like this isn't what really I had in mind. I can do that a lot better now, obviously through different experiences and stuff in my personal life. I feel that's also affected my music recently. Yeah. Okay.
Positively, negatively, how would you say?
Somewhere in the middle, yeah.
Okay. It's just kind of having an effect. Changing it up. Okay. And what does Kashani study now? That's so interesting that you're in college. What have you chosen, you know?
I was originally going to college for lab tech.
Okay.
Which is basically just studying like blood samples, different types of samples from different patients, you know, analyzing them, running them through some tests, and then giving them back the results. But I just decided to go into IT for now, which is only a 2-year program. and it'll make me decent money until I can start living off of music.
Yeah. IT is great. I know a lot of people doing it, and there's big companies need IT.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. 2 years? So it's going to be a lot faster.
Yeah.
Smart man. You pay less and make money faster.
Oh, yeah.
I respect that. And I see, you're working hard. You got school, but you're still working on music still and making, quality tracks. And I was there with you, man. School was so much work. I took me a year to make one album. It's crazy how slow that was. But either way, it's funny now because I'm done with school basically forever unless I choose to get a PhD, which I'm sure my grandma would love. But it's sorry, you froze. So my mind froze.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that I have so much more time, I'm like starting to test it again, But
yeah.
Definitely, I wanted to ask, would you say that artists kind of like our community, the like smaller artists who like are on Discord and all that, would you say it's a lot it's me and Lorraine were talking, I feel like it's a lot more dead or quiet since like quarantine and COVID kind of ended in terms of, I remember in the height of quarantine, everyone was home. Everyone was online and doing collabing, and it was kind of so active. And now I feel like it's a lot quieter.
Yeah, definitely. Well, obviously because of quarantine, people were staying at home, and even if they did do their jobs at home and whatnot, they still had plenty of time to, do the music and stuff and actually talk to people online. And also because of quarantine, a lot more people got connected online and was working on stuff, like consistently dropping and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it was hard, but at the same time, it was beneficial for the like you said, the underground community here, because most of us are pretty young. And I will say that most of us are pretty young. So, school, like when people were in high school, whatever, their classes wouldn't really be that long, or they just didn't have classes and they can do their work like whenever. So, a lot more music was getting made and put out there, and a lot more free time for everybody else. Now that quarantine's ended, everybody's gone back to, their somewhat regular routine. Can't say it's been the same ever since, but now that people don't have that much time on their hands, it's, definitely gone down a lot more. It just doesn't feel the same, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's sad. I feel like in high school there's so much filler, and the filler is like just being in class, the class time. And without that, if you look at really just the material and the work, I feel like that doesn't take long. If you take all the like hours of listening to someone talk, like it's not that complicated. But yeah, everyone's kind of going back into being busy, and it's interesting. But I wanted to ask you, well, what are some things you're looking forward to in the near future? Like, what are some trends you're seeing? What's new that's happening, or at least something you're like, oh, on the horizon?
Definitely playing more shows. Because I mean, like that first show that I played, that was a whole ass state away. That was in Ohio, because I'm in West Virginia. But since that was in Ohio, that was a decently sized venue. I'm probably not going to get anything like that around here, but I do have like a couple like personal connections to these certain like bars or venues or whatnot. So I'm definitely going to try and do shows at least around here starting pretty soon.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your show, your first show. Congrats, man. Like, it looked awesome from the pictures and everything, the videos. And I'm sure that was just something definitely on your bucket list, right? Like, doing something like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to think about it like this. I mean, even if you are an artist, like most of the small artists like us, but you've played a show.
I think it was almost similar times to you. Like, that was my first show, and it was the coolest feeling to like because you always know like you're playing your songs and people kind of talk about it to you what they thought, but like performing it live and actually seeing people's reactions, I think is like the best thing in the world. Unless they're like booing you, then maybe not. But it's just a cool feeling and like it's so like different.
See, the main thing I was really afraid about with that is that, you know, it's like the type of music I make. It's not for everybody. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So when I got up there and there was like, you know, like 40 people down there, whatever, just strangers, never heard this stuff before.
Yeah.
It was good to see them all enjoying it. Some of them were dancing. Some of them were, you know, just bobbing their head, whatever, drinking. Because it was at a bar, too.
Oh, wow.
It was like a bar venue sort of thing. So
damn, they let you in there to perform, too? That's crazy.
Yeah. And I had my buddy Cass, shout out Cassology, by the way. Motherfucker drove 10.5 hours just to perform a song with me.
What?
Yeah, and he's 17. So that's like, it's wild. We all had a good time. Me, Cass, had some family with me as well. So, it was truly an experience. Also, shout out Rado, shout out Sanilla, because they were the ones that originally invited me. Oh man, I don't regret it because I got to experience amazing things and learn a lot of stuff along the way. Going into, because Rado has a whole ass like home studio.
Oh,
amazing, by the way.
I saw that on your Instagram. Go check his Instagram out.
But he was, you know, teaching me stuff about like whether it be live audio or just in Ableton, whatever, because I don't use Ableton, I use FL. He was teaching me a lot of stuff and giving me tips and stuff, and I, you know, it's still with me. It's still in my head, so I'm definitely making use of it now.
So I was gonna ask you, like, how did it come about? So it's through like some other artists you've worked with. I know like Rodo sounds familiar. I've seen his songs and stuff on your page. So it's just him and some other artists, you would say?
It was oh, hold on. It was Rodo, Chanela, and Cassology. Also, there was Sad Harris there.
Okay.
Which Sad Harris I got to meet. He's pretty cool.
Oh.
But I've known Rodo for oh god. It's been since like
it's 2022 now. Yeah.
I'd like to say late 2018 is when I met him.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like young. So he even then, like, we met on Fiverr, by the way.
Whoa.
He bought my song out because I didn't really care, and he completely,
you put stuff on Fiverr?
Huh?
You were using Fiverr?
I was using Fiverr. I was doing features for people.
Whoa.
Yeah, for a while there. It was working pretty well. I might actually get back into it, but
I'll have to ask you about that. That's cool. I want to try that. That sounds cool.
Yeah. But yeah, we met on Fiverr. He bought out my song for $15, by the way. He completely reproduced it, got someone else on the song, got him on the song, and it turned out to be a banger. Well, at the time, I was young, I was new. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It worked.
Yeah.
So, what did you guys do in the studio? He just showed you around. Did you guys work on a song there?
Oh yeah, we was definitely working for a couple things. Me and Cassology actually made a whole song.
Oh, okay.
So, which was surprising because we barely had any time. Because it was the day of the concert. We had to be there by 7. We was like, I don't know, it was like 5, and we was like, let's crank this out.
And will the people hear it? Is it coming out?
It definitely will come out at some point. Actually, if you want, I can give you a little snippet now.
Oh, yeah. Let the people hear it.
Yeah. I gotta find it first. Hold on.
No worries. I was gonna ask you, were you ever like worried about forgetting your lyrics? Like, how did you prepare for performing?
Oh, I didn't prepare any lyrics. But I did work on my voice a little bit more, because where I'm so used to doing, only studio voice, it's hard to keep that energy like on stage when you're running out of breath and stuff. You know what I mean? So I was working on that a little bit. That did help.
That's awesome.
It wasn't too bad. But in terms of forgetting lyrics, yeah, I did. I forgot lyrics.
Dude.
Only a couple times. So
it's like, how would you even forget it? I wrote this and I made this, and I listen to it all the time. But as you get up there, you forget one word. You forget like a whole sentence.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Were you performing over your like track with your audio, like your voice, or was it just the instrumental, basically?
Basically it was. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to fix my internet issues here.
No worries.
All right, yeah, there we go. But basically, it was like a backing track with my backing vocals and my ad-libs and whatnot just turned down in certain EQ. But there wasn't any main vocals on them at all. So
yeah, and honestly, that's nerve-wracking. I've done that, but I've also done the one where you just have your song playing, and I'm at a point right now where I'm like, honestly, it's kind of not bad to have, because my recent performance, they gave me the opportunity to perform like 11 songs. And I'm like, who in their right mind gives me 30 minutes for like my first show? So, because I've done open mics twice, but this was like my first like show where I had my friends come out. And it's like, I had a couple songs with just the backing vocals and then the instrumental. And then I had some where it was just the MP3 or wave. And man, some of those ones I struggled where I was just like, mate, I don't even remember. It was a wild one, but yeah. Did you find your snippet? Did you find your snippet with Cassology?
Yeah, I just sent the whole song in there because I couldn't find a snippet.
Ooh, I'll incorporate it into this video, but make sure to go check his music out. And if you like what you're hearing, there's plenty more.
Her out the door saying goodbye, Felicia. Ooh.
I wanted to also ask about what kind of things have you added to your toolkit since the last time we speaking? Like, what are some cool things you've learned? I know you are a musician at heart, like you play drums and many other instruments. Have you learned any new instruments?
I've learned a little bit of ukulele.
Ooh.
A little teeny tiny bit of guitar, nothing crazy at all.
Okay.
That's about it, really.
Hey man, you see this guitar in the back? That's just decoration. I need to practice it more. Bro, I'm like, practice guitar or like watch hentai?
Yeah, either one, man.
They're both great options, but sometimes I pick one over the other, but
more times than not.
Oh man, that's crazy. But I wanted to ask, maybe I'm starting to incorporate this question more because I think it's so interesting and no one talks about it as much as they do just the music. Marketing is so important when it comes to your music and getting it out there, because it's like you can work so hard, but if you're just posting it on SoundCloud with no effort to promote it, it's just a waste of your time. And I see people doing it all the time and I feel so terrible. And it's always changing. So I wanted to ask you, what are your plans for the future? Not what you've been doing recently, but maybe what are your plans coming up for some methods you're going to market your songs?
Well, obviously through live shows like I talked about, just for around here so I can get my name around. Obviously more on like Spotify and stuff. I have a bad habit of not uploading on Spotify or on all platforms. So I want to start doing that consistently.
Any TikTok?
For now, that's about it. I mean, TikTok, I tried it. It it didn't work the best, but I'm definitely gonna try it again, mainly because I mean that was just one song. You know what I mean?
And what about YouTube? Have you thought about that?
No, not YouTube.
Interesting. Why not?
I don't know. It's really hard to grow on YouTube. Obviously, like I make like gaming videos, whatever, post them on YouTube whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, I remember your VR chat video.
Yeah. I'm actually in the midst of making another one. Ooh. So that and Roblox with my friends.
Okay, hear me out though. YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts, that does seem like a viable option. I'll have to try it.
I have a gaming channel for anyone who doesn't know. It's been something I've loved. It's my passion project since I was 14. And I haven't touched it for a year, which I feel terrible because it's still technically monetized and I get a little bit of money, which is insane to think that I'm not working on it. But I'm working on this channel. I love you guys more than my gaming channel. But here's what I'll say. I grabbed a video I made and clipped a random ass part of it and just gave it a really interesting title and just posted it. And it was literally like TikTok where it just you random ass people see it. And I should have got 12,000 views in one day. And this wasn't like to my fan base. My fan base is dead. Like I haven't uploaded in a year. Like I'm just saying, I watched Mr. Beast talk about it. He said YouTube Shorts is going to be crazy big, especially since they're competing with TikTok and they're about to pay everyone like a really high percentage compared to TikTok. So everyone's going to switch to YouTube Shorts. So that's all I'm saying. I haven't even done it. So I'm, it's not like I'm doing it, but I'm just throwing that out there. It's interesting. But I have another question now. How did you choose what you're performing on stage?
Basically, I just went with energy, lyrics, and relatability.
Okay.
But, I mean, in terms of relatability, it wasn't that good because most of it was about fucking bitches and getting money and stuff. But, I mean, it is what it is.
You're saying that people at the bar don't fuck bitches and get money?
Exactly.
Damn.
I mean, it's wild. It's Ohio.
Hey, man, that's where Logan Paul and Jake Paul are from, so things are crazy out there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do any sad songs?
I did one, Great Perhaps. That was for my EP Rebirth, and that specific song got on Promoting Sounds, which I was very, very happy
I like that
about.
song a lot. I heard it and I was like, the first week you dropped it, I think it had the least amount of views on SoundCloud. And it's crazy because I was like, I liked that one the most. And then I started seeing it on like Spotify take off, and I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm so glad that song's the one that did well.
Yeah, that's why. Shout out Promoting Sounds. That was epic. They just hit me up out of nowhere.
Oh, they hit you
I was
up?
like, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was gonna say like was that part of maybe like a promotion or not? Like you try to send it out to them. Okay.
No.
But you've been on Promoting Sounds before, so you're definitely on their radar. I remember a while back you were right once.
No, that wasn't. No, I didn't get on there before. No.
Okay. All right, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know.
Maybe, bro.
Maybe it's like whoever it was. I thought it was you, man. Okay, but that's really interesting that happened. I'm glad that it happened, and I wanted to ask before I end this. Like, you have an EP you dropped pretty recently. Can you talk a little bit more about it? It's called Bloodlust, right?
Bloodlust, yes. Basically, I just wanted to put out some hard shit for Halloween.
Yeah.
Some real evil shit.
That's cool.
But when I get into these stages of like making hard shit and evil shit like this, it's hard to stop because it's so addicting.
It is.
It really is, and I'll say that firsthand. Like, kind of tough with arrows. I was so excited for that song. Like, homie Sakira sent me the beat in his weeklies. I was like, bro, I need this shit. I'm downloading it, making a song right now. I whipped that shit out in like 20 minutes. And then got Arrows on it. Arrows fucking killed it. Turned out to be like one of the better songs on the EP. So
yeah, and we love a little hard shit on Halloween. I obviously saw I dropped like a hardcore shadow rap type of album, but like to my ability, because obviously I never like grew up listening to that kind of music, so I wouldn't say it was very faithful, but it was like my own twist on it. Like, but
yeah,
but it's fun. It's fun going in and like, I don't know, maybe a little edgier than softer pop songs, but I'm excited to get back to the flow of making party songs. But I wanted to maybe end it off with, do you have a message to your fans or just people watching this interview?
If you're watching this, I'm gonna let you in on a little something. I'm gonna let you in on the sauce, all right?
That scared me. I think we're gonna end it there. Make sure to, yikes! Check out all the links in the description. I'm so glad to get Kashani on. Hopefully, in a year he'll stop doing that. We'll come back, talk to him, and just see what updates are going in his life. Hopefully, that's fixed. But thank you so much, Kashani. I appreciate you, man. You're a beast. You're a legend.
Of course.
I know you're a busy man, hardworking man, but
I just phoned my drop.
yeah, you disappeared. But thank you for coming on. Hopefully, people learned a little bit watching this, and hopefully, if you're an artist and you want to get on, let me know in the comment section or hit up your favorite artist to get on. But I'm excited to be back, and I'm glad I could be interviewing someone as great as my father right over here. So thank you for that.
No problem, son.
All right. See you guys later.